Brazil, new skills new. So we work on personal and professional development with an emphasis in sales. You grow your people, you grow your business. All right, let's share the screen. Today, we're going to show you how to build a six-figure sales strategy without expensive software. I think that's the big one we run into. Scaling businesses, whether you're a solopreneur, you're a SaaS startup, maybe you just hit your pre-seed or your Series A. How do we generate new business? I think that's a simple question. That's an important question. And the faster, more effectively you can answer that question, the faster, more effectively you can generate revenue. Let's see here. What's today's date? 18 February. So what I'm going to do is it's three pieces. Honestly, I'm going to get this done in less than 30 minutes because what I've learned that two things: make sales simple and clarity closes deal. So the first part, let's do. First part is the framework. And actually, let's do this. The second part is the technology. Yes, I said no expensive software. Keep it super simple. Probably technology you're already using. And then three is feedback and fulfillment. All right. So let's go one, the framework. The biggest thing I see missing from emails, from social media posts, from podcast conversations, marketing copy, is what problem do you solve? And I have to find another way to articulate this because a problem doesn't have to mean something that's going wrong. It could be something that's not happening fast enough. Maybe it's just happening too slowly. It's going well, but it's not going fast. Maybe it's going in the right direction, but it's very difficult. So where we can remove some at HubSpot, I love what they call it, friction. That is a problem. Even though they're moving forward, they're moving in the right direction, they're making positive progress. If we can remove friction to facilitate their success and accelerate their success, they'll pay us for that. So what problem do you solve? Most people answer this question with their solution. Most people answer this question with a solution, which is good, but solutions are not valuable without a problem. Problems without a solution are still problems. But a solution without a problem is just a widget, it's a MacGuffin. It's effectively useless. Now, what I recommend is to find a new way to solve an old problem. So put this in italics. If you can do that, you've got yourself a business. You got yourself a profitable business. One of the things I do, this is another training. If you're a customer success manager, maybe you're a sales leader, I'd love to demo this for your team. How do we get sales reps on the phone, setting appointments faster? And I've got it down to about 1 week. If they're skilled and experienced reps, I can actually get it done an 8 hour day. And answering these two questions are the beginning of the framework. As an entrepreneur, as the business owner, as the sales leader, as a manager, you have to be able to clearly articulate the answer to these two questions. If you do not, whether you're serving existing clients like on this customer success team, whether you're generating new business on the sales team, maybe on the outbound team, if you're pitching investors, if you are unable to answer those two questions in a clear, concise, and compelling manner, you're done before you started. All right, let's keep going. I don't know if you're supposed to end words with a preposition and sentences with preposition. Who do you solve this problem for? What kind of company and what kind of person? Some people call that a buyer persona, right? The company could be a SaaS startup. but the buyer persona could be the customer success man. I love customer success man because they're directly talking to clients on a day to day, and they are listening to their frustrations, their challenges, and their feedback on a regular basis. That is an untapped revenue source for so many companies. If you don't have a customer success team, I strongly encourage you to create one. You're like, well, Bruce, there's only 10 of us, but you still have clients. So contributing to your success is contributing to your own success. Just be selfish. Help your customers and they'll help you by coming back by telling their friends. All right, so the framework's first things first. What problem do you solve? What's your unique solution? Who do you solve the problem for? The italics. Clear the who, easy they are to find. And that seems so simple and obvious, but when you say, hey, I help everybody, and I bring you my grandma, she's probably not an ideal client. You say, hey, I help everybody, and I bring you sisters, love my sisters, but they may not be an ideal client for you. So we're saying you help everybody really is is a lack of clarity. Remember, clarity closes deals. So you want to be so specific on who you serve. It could be more than one group of people, but you want to be so specific on who they are that I can tell someone else, and that someone else can find them for me. I can tell someone else who I serve, and they can identify them. I have a great friend of mine. He often sends me referrals. He's never done business with me. He's not my ideal client. That's fine. Still all love. Call him, wish him happy birthday. Same thing, he and my dad's shared birthday. Anyway, but he has sent me more referrals than anyone else. Remind me to get him something for his birthday this year. Because I'm clear on who I serve and how and the problem I solve for him. So he hears the magic words. He's like, oh, I know exactly who you need to talk to. If you're dealing with revenue, if you're dealing with growing your team, you need to talk to Bruce Hill. New skills, new you. And then last but not least, this is a really important question, but I think out of either our arrogance or ignorance, we don't answer it. Our client is asking this question. We need to answer it for them. They may never ask you out loud, but they're asking themselves, why should we work with you? So this is credibility. Will you do the things you say you're going to do? It's ability. Can you do the things you said you're going to do? And I'm going to use affordability just because I like alliterations. But the question is does the value, here we go, another italics. Does the value exceed the cost? That's the formula. The value exceeds the cost, they're going to buy each and every time. All right, technology. This is actually the easy part. And there's more and more fancy ways to do this. Um, you need lead generation. How? Okay, we know who. We know who we're serving. How do we find them? How do we get in touch with them? How do we get their email, their phone number? How do we reach out to them? And that actually parallels to the conversation. So let's use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great tool for lead generation. I use Sales Navigator myself almost a daily basis, maybe not on Sundays. And that's lead generation. That's how I find who I'm looking for. But it's also how I create a conversation, right? Listen, I told you you don't have to buy expensive software. And I've used some really amazing software. Um, I love Seamless AI for generating leads. Apollo's AI is good. I love SalesLoft for those conversations. But for a lot of folks, especially earlier in the journey, they just not budget friendly. Or someone from there is going to reach out to me like, oh, Bruce, we got friendly options. Well, put it on your website then. I don't want to contact sales to find a price. If I have to contact sales to find a price, it's too expensive. Sales Navigator can get that done. Now you say, well, Bruce, we have a larger team. What if we want more? Um, I like PipeDrive and OnePage. Actually, shout out to OnePage here. They have a great platform, but arguably the best service, customer service and support. Am I affiliate? I'll check. But that's how much I love. I'm gonna shout them out for free. If I have an affiliate, I'll put it in the show notes. This is a great tool for conversations for outreach, and I cannot say enough nice things about it. All right, so where was it? Lead generation, conversation, and then I want to keep this as simple as possible. Let's call it for lack of a better word, I'm going to call it the close. What? Here we go. Let me answer it this way. What happens when they say yes? This is something else I've seen a lot of businesses do poorly. A lot of solopreneurs do poorly. How easy is it for me to pay you? How easy is it for me to get the contract? How easy is it for me to get um, my call schedule? So when I talk about technology, you want to have tools for contracts. I like PandaDoc. DocuSign is okay. Adobe Acrobat is okay. Invoices, Square, Stripe. Actually, PandaDoc can kind of check both these boxes. Get them scheduled. Shout out to Calendly. I really wish they had an affiliate. I'm going to keep yelling at them about this. I send them a request feedback every now and then. They refuse to. I don't know why. But there's a lot of great tools. There's a lot of great tools. TidyCal comes up. Shout out to AppSumo for making software affordable. Go high level, of course, our users at all in one system, not a favorite of mine. But I'm going to give you these tools. You can look them up, choose for yourself. If you need help choosing, send me a message. That's what I do. Blue sales strategist. So this is where they become a customer. This is the transition point right here. Okay. So they go from not aware of you, right? They're strangers. We connect, we have a conversation. They say yes. Ooh, I got a training. What happens when they say no? Release that one again too. When they say yes, what happens? Get a contract, an invoice, get them scheduled for onboarding. That brings me to number three. And this is where a lot of people, this is where I failed. I lost quite a few dollars because I didn't do a good job in fulfilling what they paid for. I continue to improve. Um, One of my big takeaways is having a team. And the second takeaway, a lot of people can benefit from this one, raise your prices. Raise your prices so that you can focus on helping a few people in a really big way in operating in excellence. Maybe have a digital product, ebook or something for folks that are not ready to invest at that level. Maybe they're not sure. I don't know about this Blue Sky. Let me buy a book first. Let me try one of his courses first. That's fine. But this fulfillment is really the beginning of the customer journey because they're not really a customer, a client until they paid. And so that's really the beginning of the relationship, but it's often the end of any attention and care, right? It's all steak dinners and golf trips when you're trying to court the customer. Once you become a customer, why does our level of service fall off? So let's say operate with excellence. Now you notice, so let's think. I put feedback in there. I love to ask this question. Why did you buy? And what fascinates me time and time again is sometimes it's not anything that I said. Sometimes they'll say, "Oh yeah, remember slide 3? That was me. I saw myself in that slide." Oh, okay. Guess what? I might move slide 3 to slide 1. If they tell me something that I didn't intentionally say or maybe specifically utter, I'm going to put that in the slide deck. I'm going to put that in my marketing. I'm going to say that out loud when I'm on a podcast. Why did you buy it? Why did you sign up? Why did you become a client? And then also, it helps identify blind spots. So if someone comes on and say, "Hey, why don't you join, our sales support?" And they're like, "Oh, I want to trademark my SaaS company." Ooh, I don't know how to do that. Got some good people. Shout out to Roseanne. Shout out to the biz lawyer. But I'm not the right guy. And you can catch those misalignments early. You can bring on the right people so they're served with excellence and they come back. They tell their friends good things about you, not bad things about you. They become a referral partner. So, here we go. ClickUp is a good tool. Sano, HoneyBook, Dubsado has some good animations. So these are example of client relation management tools, or really project management tools. Right? After we become a client, how do we take good care of them? Now, you're just like, well, Bruce, are these expensive? No, less than $50 a month. And if you can't afford that, well, you should probably grab some of my courses. I know everyone's situation is different, but if that's still too much, use Google Sheets. Just use something so that you are operating with excellence. So let's recap. Framework. What's the problem? What's the solution? Who we solve it for? How do we solve it in a unique way? And why should people work with us? Technology. Those are the tools we use to generate leads, to generate conversations, generate deals. Feedback and fulfillment. That's continuing to serve with excellence. That doesn't stop when they sign on the dotted line. That's where it starts. That's it. That's how you can create a six-figure. You can, if you want to scale this to seven, then you're gonna have to spend a little money. It doesn't take money to make money, but it does take money to make money faster. All of this framework, less than $100 a month. That's $100 a month. And you really get done for free. If you want to get to 1 million though, then we need to scale. I can help you with that too. Done before, for a tech startup out of the UK. A lot of fun. Actually got acquired, so I guess we did something right. But for most people, they have to figure out how to run lean without cutting corners to put it in a scalable way, because pouring more money on a broken system will not work. It'll just make it broke faster. Pardon that syntax. What I want is to make sales simple. And that's what we do here at New Skills New You. So, if you're an entrepreneur, sales leader, or business owner, and you want to drive your revenue through your customer facing teams, I encourage you to leave a comment in or schedule a call. Remember, one new skill will change your life.